Talk about trauma. A woman is suing the hospital she gave birth in more than a decade ago after discovering they'd left something in her. Amy Bright began suffering from chronic back and leg pain after delivering son Jacob via C-section in 2003. Doctors thought it was a sciatica until a CT scan last November revealed the real culprit, a needle lodged in her spine. The 3-centimeter-long tip had broken off during her epidural 14 years ago at the Naval Hospital in Jacksonville. There's no way the medical staff there didn't catch the gaffe because its SOP is to check, and such a huge chunk was missing. It would have been easy to remedy the situation then, but now with most of the needle buried in bone and touching the nerve that leads to Bright's left leg, doctors say removal is too risky. Instead, the 41-year-old mother of 3 has to rely on pain medication and physical therapy for the rest of her life. She's thankful her son didn't suffer any complications and is now a healthy teenager, but claims the hospital needs to pay for what they've done to her. You really shouldn't be a doctor.
Man sucked in the MRI machine. A 32-year-old man in India at a Mumbai hospital was sucked into an MRI machine Saturday night. Rajesh Maru was accompanying his mother-in-law to the hospital for an MRI scan. He was asked to carry an oxygen cylinder for a staff member, who assured him the machine was switched off. When Maru entered the MRI room, the machine's high-powered magnet grabbed him like a tractor beam while he was still holding the cylinder. Maru's hand became caught between the MRI machine and the cylinder, with the magnetic field making it impossible for him to pull away. As Maru's mother-in-law cried for help, he was freed and rushed to the emergency room. Unfortunately, Maru did not survive the freak accident. Preliminary reports suggested he died from inhaling liquid oxygen that leaked from the cylinder. The hospital told AFP that an investigation has been launched into the cause of the accident. Maru's family have been given nearly $8,000 US in compensation.
This is what an ass surgery gone wrong looks like. Jane Park, the youngest ever winner of Britain's Euro Millions, was reportedly left unrecognizable after an allergic reaction to a Brazilian bum lift operation that she got in Turkey last week. The 21-year-old who won £1 million from the Euro Millions lottery in 2013 when she was only 17 has now reportedly squandered about £50,000 of that prize money on cosmetic procedures. And those are said to include a 36FF boob job, a full set of dental veneers, liposuction, Botox, lip enhancements, cosmetic filler, and now the Brazilian butt lift. Last week, the jackpot winner flew to Turkey and spent a couple of days enjoying the luxuries provided by a celebrity clinic, where she then received her elevated ass. However, she panicked after the surgery, discovering her face had swollen dramatically from an allergic reaction to the anesthetic. Although doctors told her the reaction would eventually subside, the event apparently really freaked Park out. After winning the lottery, Park made headlines for all the wrong reasons. In 2016, she was banned from driving for 18 months after getting nabbed for drunk driving at a McDonald's drive-thru in Edinburgh. Earlier this year, Park claimed she wanted to sue lottery operator Camelot, saying her life would have been 10 times better if she'd never won the loot. Oh, poor girl. You know, somehow we think there's plenty of people or causes she could have given the money to. Oh, wait, and she wants to sue the lottery people for money? Whoa, nice on the irony. Actually, Camelot sent a financial advisor to help Park manage the horrific burden of all that free dough. So what you guys think? Any sympathy? Let us know in the comments below.
That poor woman. A British woman has lost nearly all of her limbs, all because of one hospital's medical blunder. On Christmas Day 2014, Magdalena Malik had to get surgery at Luton and Dunstable University Hospital after discovering she'd suffered an ectopic pregnancy. While in recovery, she developed a high fever and rashes on her legs, both classic signs of sepsis that doctors then misdiagnosed as an allergic reaction. Her condition led to kidney damage and septic shock, but while the kidneys were saved with dialysis and a transplant, her gangrenous limbs were too far gone. After waiting an agonizing 6 months, Malik's decaying legs, arms, and fingers were finally amputated. Sadly, her relationship with her partner broke down during the trying ordeal, and she has had to cope with the disability on her own, including relearning basic, everyday tasks. The hospital has since apologized and admitted their mistake, but Malik is hell-bent on taking legal action against them, if only to prevent more negligence in the future.